So we're going to do program 930, cover the last week in September, part of the first part of October. And again, the news is on the 23rd of September, Pluto goes direct. On the Big Island, we've got lava creeping down on people's houses. You're going to be hearing a lot about that. And of course, in the national news, there's Michael Brown's killer, a policeman. You're going to see a lot about policemen, a lot about the gun issue. Heck, just take away all the handguns from everybody. No concealed handguns, and it will solve a lot of this problem, including the police. They don't really want to go around wearing those handguns. They got plenty of armament. Anyway, that's Pluto talk, huh? So you're going to see a lot of it. It peaks out around the 23rd, but heck, I'm here on the 11th, and on the news it's already lava and volcanoes and policemen. So peaks out on the 23rd. Your power to investigate things peaks out then, and the little tendency to be somewhat panicky, eek a bug, peaks out then. Now, I've got some notes here. Mercury goes retrograde October 4th. It's an important Mercury retrograde period. It goes backwards for about 3 weeks. And when it goes direct at 16 degrees of Libra. Whoa, what's that? Well, you're going to have a full moon on October 7th. And I'm getting ahead of the sky mirror a little bit, but that full moon is really important because it's a full moon on the planet Uranus. As you know, Uranus makes things shaky. It also makes things twirly. And so the tendency is that we're going to have Uranus phenomenon in your life and on the world scale. And one of the most interesting things about this is that Mercury goes backwards on the 4th at 2 Scorpio, but it goes back and goes direct at 16 degrees opposite Uranus. So Mercury is going to fight with Uranus, and Uranus has had a full moon on it. So it's really exaggerated. Uranus is having lunacy, and here Mercury stops and opposes him and says, "Stop doing that." Well, who's going to win this battle? Do you think Mercury can stop Uranus when Uranus has a full moon on it and is being a bit of a lunatic? Well, Mercury is going forward, and when Mercury stops, it stops on the 25th, very close to another lunation. Slowing down and stopping gives Mercury a lot of power. Can the kids stop everybody from beating up on the homeless people? I don't know. But this is an interesting battle. And I'd put my money on the full moon on Uranus, and not that I like that. I'm afraid some kids are going to have troubles with airplanes and railroads and electronics and electricity and feel all alone. So what happens? Well, following that October 8th full moon, there's going to be a month of wind damage, tornadoes, hurricanes, eek. Also a possible CME implication. CME, coronal mass ejections, solar flares. In fact, we're supposed to have one here tomorrow on the 10th or on the 12th. So we're going into a season of that. Quakes, wind damage, CMEs. What do? They disrupt communication. Transportation is what they do mostly, and that's ruled by Mercury. Yes. So the peak of the disruption is when Mercury stops and opposes the full moon on Uranus. And, I think it isn't just the kids, it's your ability to get around and communicate and transportate. And I think there's going to be big disruptions. So one of the things that really does that is a CME. And you can get large areas where all the electronics are a mess. Well, I've got a chart here for you. And we're going to go around this chart and try to give you some details of this weird and strange time. Here's Pluto. This is lava. Trying to draw lava spilling over from the volcano down onto the earth. I saw some pictures in Iceland already today. Well, we're going to have our share of this on the Big Island, I'm sure. And when it's most disruptive is towards the end of your next week, because the sun here is in Libra now, so you're in the panicky zone. But the worst of it is towards the end of next week, because the sun's going from 3 to 13 degrees. So when it hits 11, it's going to square Pluto and say, Eek-a-bug will be very powerful. So that's at the end of your coming week. And we also have Uranus here at 15 degrees. So the sun at 11, Pluto at 11, Uranus at 15. Eek-a-bug, eek-a-tornado, eek-power outage. It's going to be like that a little bit. Just remember, twist the plugs and have extra batteries and lighting around, okay? Because you may need them. Okay, here's Mercury. He's a happy little guy. Usually is. Kids, Mercury's like a 7 or 8 year old, quicker than everybody else. And when you start your Friday morning on the 26th, the moon's going by Mercury. And the kids are happy. Communication, transportation is doing good. Mercury is stopping, slowing down and stopping. And so he's moving kind of slow here Friday morning, but he's still going forward. And you can get a lot done. You know, paperwork, writing, trips. Do all that stuff you can here. Later on it'll be more difficult. Friday's pretty good. The moon's in Scorpio. In the middle of the day, there's a trine to Neptune here. And there could be music and art and sensitivity, the higher heart. Kind of blissful, huh? Late Friday night, it's about midnight Hawaiian time. 1 a.m. in the morning, there's a sextile to Pluto. And discovery is going on. We're hearing more and more about it. Now, this is the 26th. Pluto went direct on the 23rd. So this is very powerful discovery. New things about police and guns and plutonium and atomic energy and GMOs and all those things that are unseen in our world. That's what Pluto has to do with. That's the Scorpio stuff, the unseen things. So stay up late Friday. Do some research. It will profit you. Saturday, well, in the morning here after breakfast between lunch, here's a square to Jupiter, and you're overdoing it. Too much of everything. And all the Democrats are squawking and the liberals are squawking and nobody's listening, and there's dysfunction in the government and in business by overdoing it. Greedy people are in there trying to do something Saturday morning, and the comeuppance is Saturday afternoon and evening. Here after dinner there's a square to Saturn. A conjunction to Saturn. Things slow down on the Saturday afternoon and evening as the moon goes by Saturn, and you'll see all these guys in their black suits and ties, and here come the judge. So drink a lot of water Saturday night. Don't let the depression bother you. Sunday morning on the 28th, the moon's still in Scorpio for about the first half of the day, but Sunday morning there is a nice sextile to Venus. So there's some laziness, some sweets, some sexy loving around Sunday morning. Stay in bed late. After lunch, the moon shifts into Sagittarius on Sunday, and the vibes all change. It becomes quite confusing here Sunday night. This is, let's see, the line is 2 a.m. So this is about 10, 11 o'clock at night. The moon squares Neptune, and we lose things, and there's confusion, and we feel a little lost. And, don't stay up Sunday night. You'll just drink too much. Now, Monday morning is a little better. Here's a sextile to the sun. You got a plan. You're going to work. Hooray! Everybody's going here, and it turns out it's going to be a pretty good day. You're in the Mars zone, that's true. And Mars is, about 9, 10, 11 degrees. But Mars is moving up to trine Uranus and Jupiter. And so there's a bunch of new stuff going on here. And a lot of heroes are out. You're going to see them in the middle of Monday. Hopefully this is not the military. Hopefully these are the guys that fix things. The heroes. And it's a good chance to get after some physical work. You want to do something physical, repair something, fix something, using hots and sharps, Monday's a pretty good day to do it. And you should have some good results, because here's Jupiter and Uranus. They kick in Monday night after dinner here, and there should be new information, new stuff, some enlightenment about Uranus. Oh, this is when they play that show I did. You get an earful about what astrology is really doing here, why we're in such poor shape. Get the broad view. You can see this old astrologer and his body. Same one I was when I was 4, inside. So this is a pretty neat time Monday. I hope you catch that show, 7:30 p.m. channel 54. Tuesday the moon's still in Sagittarius, and we get a pretty good run at it. Feels good. We're getting the job done, clear leftovers from Monday. And on the night, real late, there's a nice sextile to Neptune. And wow, new things, new religious feelings and deep-seated faith comes out again. And it's nice. Tuesday night late. On moon shifts into Capricorn about dinner time, and that's what changes it all. And it starts with this sensitivity training Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. But beware, because the moon in Capricorn doesn't like that big old red T-square, and you're going to feel that on Wednesday, October 1st. Moon's going by Pluto. Eek, a bug! Squaring Pluto. Conjuncting Pluto. First it squares the sun. Hard to get things done. And then there's a panicky feeling. And then towards the evening, we have electronic problems and electric problems and batteries going out and feel alone. And so Wednesday is the first time that you really have that disaster feeling. And there will be some on places on the earth. So care is needed on Wednesday the 1st. Yeah. On Thursday it settles down. In the morning there's a nice sextile to Saturn, and we kind of get organized, get the budget and the timing down. Feels a little better. Eek, that was a bad Wednesday, huh? But Thursday's a lot better. There's even a reward here late Thursday night from Venus. There's a little comfort and sweetness here Thursday night. On Friday the 3rd, the moon moves into Aquarius, and it becomes a kind of electric and independent. And as you move into Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening, well, there's a nice trine to the sun. Let's go after this stuff. There's also a sextile to Uranus here late Friday night the 3rd. Hope you watched that show on astrology on the 29th and 30th. Think it over Friday night. New stuff is coming out. Innovation. Yeah. Little tendency to overdo it. About 2, 3 in the morning, Saturday morning here in Hawaii. That's 4, 5 in the morning on the West Coast. So don't be take on more than you could chew. Don't. And here's the dysfunctional government and business again. This is on Saturday. Somebody overexpanded in the morning and shut things down in the middle of the day. Saturday, when the moon squared Saturn and we're all a little depressed. So not a good day for decisions. There is, however, a lot of communication here Sunday morning. The moon shifts into Pisces. And there's a trine to Mercury. And Mercury's kind of happy here. He's, yeah. He's going retrograde. He went retrograde on the, what was it, the 4th? Yep, that was Saturday. So the moon going by there and trining it, you may have to do a few things twice. Well, when Mercury stopped, the mind becomes brilliant. The words, you hear a word, you can break it down and instantly and know its true meaning. So there's a pretty neat Sunday morning here. The moon's going to go by Neptune next. This is a good day for church. This is a good day to go out and sit under a tree near the beach. This is a good day for, being with nature and animals and speaking to, oh, there's the sun up. Hi, Father. There's the moon up. Hi, Mother. Speak out loud to spirit. Get off and watch the butterflies and the colors and things Sunday morning. Could be quite nice. There's even discovery here with the triangle, with the sextile to Pluto in the afternoon. So this Sunday is very promising. There'll be a lot of enlightenment here. Monday morning, oh, look out here. Here's a nasty square to Mars. And so there's a little impatience and angriness early Monday morning. But Sunday's sure nice. Anyway, that's the way it is here on this earth at this time.